Yeah, I mean, before the game, I don't know if you heard what Rims said, but he announced the lineup and said he wants 1 assist and 4 points from me. So that was his request. And once I got 2 in the first and then 3 in the third, all the guys were kind of pushing me to get it. Matt kept throwing me over the boards, and then Proby changed actually on my last goal there. So I owe it to a lot of guys, obviously, but it was pretty cool to finish that way.
This has been a long season in so many ways. How was tonight a little bit of a celebration? A nice way to end it.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think our fans were great tonight. They were great every night, but with Rims and some of the young guys coming up, Del Bel getting his first goal, just getting a win in front of our fans, our last game here before summer, I think it's huge for us. And it was a really fun hockey game and a fun atmosphere, and it's good to end on a high note.
Is it fun for you that the record was held by Jonesy?
Yeah, I mean, I think so. Obviously, I was playing with him when he got the record. So it was nice to tie him there. The boys were pretty pumped for me. It was good seeing their reactions. So hopefully next year I can beat it.
Have you guys been texting back and forth about it at all, or no?
No, nothing. I think he's going to World Championships though, so I'll have to get him on the plane ride over there, telling him I tied him. So we'll see.
Luca, when you look back, how will you remember this day?
It's definitely going to be one to remember. I mean, it was just kind of a whirlwind of a day. Not expecting to get called up, just going to practice in the morning, regular day, and then just like that, it switches and you're on your way to Columbus and playing my first NHL game. It's something that you dream of as a kid and something I'll always remember.
But not the way you drew it up. What were your thoughts like driving down and even in pregame?
Honestly, I was like, there were so many thoughts going through my head. I had a lot of people calling me on the way down to Columbus, so a lot of the time I was on the phone, but yeah, just so memorable.
And break down that play, coming out of the penalty box and going in and just letting it rip.
Yeah, I mean, I just came out of the box, picked up some speed, and walked in and shot it, and went in. So, yeah, it was a great feeling and good to get that one early.
And you were saying earlier, maybe one of your hardest shots ever?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, there's a lot of adrenaline pumping through, so definitely probably shot at one of my hardest shots there.
What time did you get the call? Was it like around 1 o'clock?
Yeah, I want to say it was around 1 o'clock. I was actually doing video with our coaches in Cleveland, and Trent got the call and said, hey, cut the video, you're going to Columbus. So, yeah, that was the end of that.
And how quick were you in the car heading south?
I grabbed my gear, drove back to my apartment in Cleveland, got a suit, packed a couple things, and drove right here.
So you had to go north before you could go?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Did your parents make it or no?
I believe they did, but from what I'm hearing, they missed the goal, so it's all good. I mean, they drove a long way. I'm just glad they can be here to, experience this whole day.
Did Angelo set the speed record from Toronto to Columbus?
Honestly, I've seen him drive pretty crazy, so probably.
Luca, what can a game like this do for you and for the Monsters as they're preparing for the playoffs?
Yeah, I mean, I think it just helps with my confidence. Bringing back confidence to the Monsters. We got a big playoff push coming up here, and I think we have an excellent team, and we can definitely go far here.
What could if you guys go on a run, what could that do for just kind of that young core group that is building?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, there's a young core here, and we all get along real well, and if we can make a push, just brings the room closer together, and hopefully we'll be spending a couple of years with this young core group, and yeah, we're just building chemistry and hanging out every day.
Luca, where does that puck go?
My shot?
Yeah.
I think I went low glove.
Yeah.
I like to think I did.
How about the puck you keep from here? Where will you keep it?
I mean,
it's a special place back home.
I'll probably hang it up in my room somewhere back home. Not sure yet, but yeah, we'll definitely find a spot for it.
Did you ever have imagined your first shot? I mean, that's.
No, honestly, it's so surreal. I mean, I didn't expect it to go in. I was just trying to get it on net, and I beat him. So, yeah, it's just awesome.
How cool is it to see a guy like Luca come in and get a first goal like you did the other night and just be a part of this whole thing tonight?
Yeah, well, he actually called me earlier today, and he was like, I'm coming down, and I was like, oh, my God. I was so happy for him, He's been, really good this year. So, yeah, when I saw him going down that wing, I knew he was going to pull it in and get a good shot off, and I'm just so happy for him.
You guys have contributed. You guys have come down from Cleveland, have contributed in such big ways. Greaves tonight, such a big way. What does that do for this push that's coming for you guys back up there with the Monsters?
Yeah, I mean, we're all going to go back, obviously, with a lot of confidence. Jed has been playing some unreal hockey the whole season, but especially, tonight. he showed that he's a very, very good goaltender, and in the playoffs, you need a good goaltender to go far. So, and then as far as the players, I think everybody's going down with a lot of confidence. We're all really excited, so it's going to be a good time.
How would you characterize your 11 games up here?
I think making most of the opportunities that I've been given. The coaching staff has put me in multiple situations to give me chances, and I'm just really thankful for the opportunity. And obviously, I think that I took good advantage of it, and I showed them the type of player that I could be at this level.
What's the chatter like among the team when a guy scores his first goal on his first shot?
Well, everybody's been, I think, in this room, everybody's experienced it. So, the excitement and the happiness and the thrill that comes with it. And, it kind of just, for the older guys, it kind of just brings them back to when they were younger. And then, for a guy like me, it literally happened last game. I really know the emotions that he's living. So, I think just a lot of excitement and joy for that person. And, there's no one that deserves that one more than Del. So I'm happy for him.
Does it go through your head? I think there's only been 223 players in the entire history of the National Hockey League who scored a goal on their very first shot.
Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't even think of that. He's a sniper. He has silky mitts, so you don't want to give him too much time. But yeah, no, that's good for him. That's unreal. So that's good.
You said you couldn't feel your legs. He said he blacked out. What is it about the first goal?
I don't know. I think those two go together. Blacking out, not feeling your legs. But yeah, no, the smile on his face. His parents are also here, so it's cool that they got to experience that.
What's it? You guys have really had quite a season, as you were mentioning just a little bit ago. Cleveland. There's a young core here that hasn't really even made it here yet. What would it be like to really kind of make a deep run? Maybe even win a championship.
Yeah, we're a really tight group. We spend every day together. We're all bought in. We're all invested in the same goal. So it makes it easy to bond. But off the ice also, we're a really close group, and we'll do anything to win for each other. So at the end of the day, I think that's what it takes to win championships, and that's what we got down there. So just really excited to see what the playoffs have for us.
Pascal, you wanted to have a good performance tonight to, for the fans. Obviously got what you want. What was the best part of the night for you?
I don't know if I can say if there was the best night was this. The best moment was, there was a few, right? So Del Bel Belluz first shift scores a goal. Zach Werenski ties the record. But the message today was we're going to compete as hard as we can. And we owe it to our fans. We owe it to the jersey we wear. And been saying that next year, starting now, still evaluating character of our team and the people, how they manage those moments. But winning that game in front of our fans, last game of the season, that's the cherry on the cake.
Jet Greaves, obviously, very impressive performance tonight, and he's strung together a couple of impressive performances. How good does it feel to kind of give him this shot, late in the season and see what he can do?
Yeah, I just spoke to him. Big playoff run for him with Cleveland. Great teammate. He's a hardworking guy, great teammate. He's obviously a good goaltender. Now he's done it multiple times. So for those guys, you want them to have success, and came here, gave him a chance, and he took advantage of it. So it's good for him, and it's good for the organization moving forward. We know that this guy is a legitimate goaltender, and on top of it, he fits the kind of personality we want to have in the dressing room. Excuse me. So he's done a lot of good things.
As everybody's excited when the guy makes his NHL debut, what was the bench like when Del Bel, as you said, first time I don't think it was the first time he was on the ice, but his first full shift he scores.
Yeah, first time he was on the ice, we got a too many men, so he went right to the box. The bench just erupted. Guys really, like the young guys, like when Malatesta scores a goal, like this first goal, the bench just went crazy. Same thing for him. Like he's been called up this afternoon. And I believe somebody told me that his parents were in the elevator when he scored that goal which is too bad. But that's a good story in 20 years. But it's we have a good room, and that's all. That's what they're telling me when I meet with them before they go back to Cleveland. The guys really took care of me. They were really good to me, so they were really happy for him.
And did you hear the crowd, like, final minute chanting
Yeah, I did.
CBJ? Like,
Yeah.
How wild is that in a season that's been like
It's
this?
it represents what they're doing. Makes me dream of giving them playoffs and having those guys cheer for playoff hockey, wins and playoff hockey. They've been amazing all year. Well, since I've been here for 3 years now, it's just you're just a big piece of the Columbus Blue Jackets.
You've had a little bit of time to see Malatesta play with Olivier, that kind of thing. How much have you just kind of enjoyed watching that line and those guys play
Yeah.
together and kind of just, be
They embraced the role, right? But this young man won the MVP in the playoffs, then the MVP at the biggest junior tournament in Canada. And I can see why. He's first of all, he's a tough young man in a sense that he's not backing down. He goes first in the corner. He's going to be willing. He's willing to make plays under pressure, getting hits, finishing his hits. I think he's got over 40 body checks in 11, 12 games. He's made a big impression on us. His character, and that's what I told him. I said that fire that you have, that's your identity. That's what you can bring. And adding this guy to Corrali and Olivier gave us an identity on that line. So he's done a real good job.
You mentioned obviously Werenski earlier. The way he finished this season, how important can that be going toward next season?
Yeah, it's been a hard season, the ups and downs and the injuries and all of that. But to finish on a good note like this, like we don't go home with it's a sour taste because of everything that happened. But to finish like this, they're your last game, the way he's played it, it's good for him. It's good for the team. Summer, getting ready for next year, so it was good for him.
Pascal, what did you like about Gavin Burnley's debut?
Oh, he's this young man is a player. I like his composure. I like his, and that's something that you see on older players. Or his board play was really good under pressure. The poise with the puck that he had, even when he had a D on top of him. His ability to make plays, but he's a powerful skater, and I can see it. I can see this guy being. He's not a tall guy, but he's a powerful man. I can see him being a powerful skater in the NHL. So, and I liked. He's got a little bit of a swagger about him, in a very positive way. He came here and let's go, and he's 19 years old. So big moment for him. But it was nice to see him against NHL players, and he's a good player.
As the season ends on a celebratory note with this game tonight, how ominous is this off season with all of the changes that could be coming, and how do you feel about what's coming personally or for the whole of the team?
Well, we know we're going to have a new GM. What's going to happen from there, I don't know. But like I said the other day, to evaluate our team and the way we've played from December till the end of the trading period is really what we've established early in the season and moving forward. And then we had the trades and stuff and the injuries. So we've improved on a lot of things, and the guys know about it. But this summer we're going to be specific about a few things. And when it comes to me, well, it's going to be up to the new GM to decide what he wants to do. Certainly, I hope I'll be here. But it's going to be up to him, I believe.
With all of that uncertainty, is it difficult for you to put a plan in place for this team and these players moving forward?
It could be, but the people know me and my personality. If I'm here for the next month or the next 10 years, As long as I'm a Blue Jacket, I'm going to do my best. And I think part of my job right now is for that person to come in is to give him as much info as possible, and honest assessment of all departments of the team, of the players, and so we can make the best decisions for the future of this organization. This organization deserves to be winning, and I believe we're on the right track. And as long as I'm here, and like I said, if it's for 1 year, 10 years, as long as I'm here, they're going to have the best out of me. I'm going to give them my best.
Coach, I just want to say you did a good job this year. In my way,
I appreciate that.
Anyway, I wanted to ask you, how big is it tonight to win for Jeff Rimmer? Because he's a part of the team too.
Yeah. Well, he's such a character. He's such a good man. He's been in the NHL for 47 years, and there's a reason for it. You don't last that long if you're not a special man. So he came in the room before the game and announced the starting lineup, and he said, "I expect a win, and there's nothing less. Like there's nothing we can't. There's no way you guys are gonna let me retire on a loss." And it was a great speech. So for him to be part of that last game, and for us to win it, and part of it was for him, it's just a feel-good story.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Pascal.